Hey guys, so Lord here, back in with another action figure review. Today, I'm very excited to be taking a look at the Figura Obscura Jersey Devil, good old JD, brought to us by the fine folks over at Horsemen Studios. That is right, you know it's Halloween when Overlord Productions has a Figura Obscura review going up on the channel, at least in terms of the past couple of years. I don't think I did this when Mask of the Red Death came out because Halloween was on a Tuesday. I know for a fact that my Headless Horseman review didn't go up on Halloween Day, but Frankenstein's Creature and now the Jersey Devil, both going up on Halloween. I'm hoping to make this a tradition. That said, it should be worth noting that the Jersey Devil is our first cryptid entry into the Figura Obscura line and is probably going to be our only cryptid for maybe 5 years. I mean, just look at how long it's been taking us to get the Christmas Carol characters. Eek. But that said, I wouldn't mind seeing a Wendigo, or a Mothman, or a Chupacabra. I mean, heck, they could give us a Chupacabra for Cinco de Mayo, for all I care. I just want more cryptids from somebody other than Sasquatch and a Yeti. I mean, seriously, we've got plenty of those. Let's have something else. Can we? So, with that being said, why don't we cut right to the chase and get into the meat and taters of this review and take a look-see at all the Jersey Devil has to offer in terms of accessories, because I've been pretty antsy to get my hands on this figure. Just seems like since I ordered it, and between that and the time I got it, it took forever to get here. I don't know if that's because of tariffs or something, which those just make me want to red ram, but I digress. So we got a pair of alternate hands with some bone weapons already in there because, well, I heated up the hands to get them in there and I'm not taking them out. But nice tight grip on those hands. That's what she said. We got this like bone cleaver thing, and then we got this just looks like a femur, whatever you call it. We also have this skull here, which people are telling me this is like a new piece, but nobody knows where it's from. That means it's not new. But it does kind of look like the wolf skull from the head pack, but I don't think it is. So somebody in the comments, please tell me where this comes from. It's definitely not the Chimera skull. I don't think. I think the snout is too short. So it does kind of look like that too. But there is that. And we also have an alternate open mouth Screaming Mimi head, which is the head I'm going to use with this guy, because what else are you going to use with this guy? He's got gnarly teeth going on there. He's got like the kind of ram-like nose. I also would have preferred a faceplate with like a skeletal nose, because we didn't get a lot of accessories with this guy, even though there is a lot of plastic in the box. So much plastic. But he's got some horns on his head. Very, very cool. If I said this, but there's some teeth down there, teeth up here. Very freaking gnarly. I love that. We also got a 4 Horsemen stand. It didn't come in this bag. I put it in there, obviously, but it's got like the clip and stuff. I don't really think this is necessary for this figure to stand. I'm got him to stand just fine. We also get this little pamphlet here, which has deets on the Jersey Devil and whatnot. Origins and whatnot, so you can look at that at your own leisure. That said, if I move JD out the way for a minute here, he'll stand. I can get him to stand just fine. It's just on that sweet spot, so I can bring in the box, because this is like half a figure. We got our fold-out display here. Pushing this aside. There's the front. And there's the back. I'm gonna just set this up. Center it as best as I can. The one flap doesn't want to stay down on mine. I don't know what the deal with that is, but we got the traditional Figura Obscura backdrop thingy with a forest kind of scene going on there with other New Jersey folklore legends. Would be cool to get some of those, maybe. I don't know. Some of these seem a little obscure, like this woman. There's like a woman in here. I don't really think I need a figure of that, but there's like a cool wolf or like a dog or something. But we got the front of the box. This is where your Jersey Devil would be chilling out. There's the side, there's the other side, and there's the back. All that good stuff. Now we got the Jersey Devil himself. Let's just take a look at this monster, because he's a pretty gnarly looking creature. Who's surprisingly stable. Like, it doesn't take me but like 2 seconds to stand him up, which is kind of amazing, because these wings suck. I don't like these wings. These are not my favorite Four Horsemen wings by a country mile. I wish this guy had the smaller wings we saw on the little blue demon dude, what's his name, Malafar, instead of these big Ars Arathir wings. I mean, yeah, they work for this character, but I would have liked new wings or just the small ones we already had. I don't like these wings at all, but they're not, like, floppy or anything in his back there. You can spread them out, and they're gonna stay in place. I'm impressed as heck right now that I can do this, stand him up, and he's not going anywhere. Like, look at this. I'm rocking him back and forth. He's fine. That's absurd. Like, that never happens. So we're just gonna pretend the wings aren't here. I have looked at these wings, what, 2 times on the channel already? I'm sure I'll look at them again. But why don't we look at the new stuff? We got the freaking closed mouth head, which is still pretty gnarly. I'm gonna display the open mouth head, but I have the closed mouth head on him for the video. It's got a double ball peg in there, so it can get all kinds of crazy range. You can look up, you can look down, you can tilt side to side, you can rotate. Be all, huh? What? What's going on here? He's got disc-hinge shoulders that are pretty tight. Move back and forth. Single jointed elbow that gets you about 90. With rotation, swivel hinge wrists, those work just fine. He's got the ball joint in the waist. Let me pop his arms up here so I can better show you that. This wing, this middle section, I swear this is going to get like super floppy, super fast. So I might need to replace this wing. I don't know. I don't know if I can heat that up and fix it, but it just feels like it's not going to hold up very well. But his torso, it can lean back this far, forward this far, it can tilt a little bit, and rotate. Not the tightest thing, but it's not loose. Like, it's staying in place for what it's worth. Hips, actually, he's got a bendy tail, but his hips can kick out pretty well. Back down, forward and back. Got a thigh cut. Double jointed knee. And his kneecap came unglued on the other side. Son of a... Ah, crap. Yep, I think his kneecap came unglued on the other side now. His kneecap came unglued on the one side, but I think I just unglued it on this side. Maybe. Maybe it's on there. I don't know. Pinless joints, everyone. Yeah, you can't... Gotta be careful with the pinless joints on this guy, because you will pop the kneecaps off if you're not careful. And that is a stupid design. That is like my only gripe with this guy, is the kneecaps. Well, it seems to want to stay on there for right now, so I'm gonna leave that alone. But he does have good double knees as far as the range goes, but as far as the durability on that goes, that's kind of poo. He does have a thigh cut, as well as a swivel down here with a hinge. And then he does have a hinge in the hoof. That works okay. But I would just advise bending his legs like this. Trying to pop that kneecap off, aren't you? Surprisingly, that wants to stay on there for right now, so maybe I didn't screw it up, but be mindful of that. Don't push the knees too far. You will pop the kneecaps off, and then you'll have to glue them back on. You won't break it, but you'll have to glue it back on. So just be careful with that. That's why I don't like pinless joints. Either too tight, or they pop apart like that. Or they do what my Dylan in the East from Who's Collector did. You guys didn't see that video. But at any rate, that is pretty much it. This tail also does not have doesn't stay in the vest, so I might have to heat that up too. See what's going on with that. But that is the Jersey Devil in a nutshell. He's a cool figure. He's a little finicky, but he is surprisingly stable. Once you get everything set up, you can just set him down and he's going to stand. He's not going to flop around and stuff. Only reason he's kind of sort of doing that now is because I am moving him and articulating him. And I did knock some stuff out of whack in doing that, but even like now, even though his hooves aren't like flat on the ground, he's pretty solid. Like, he's not too bad. It's just this one hoof I feel like does not go as far back as this one, and I think I need to move it back a little more. Whoop! These wings also could probably fold up a little bit. Which, yeah, I don't care for these wings. These wings are going to be why people don't like this figure. I can tell you that right now. These wings are going to be why people don't like this figure. I don't mind them personally, but I'm going to tell you right now, I don't display them on my Aerotheer whatsoever. They're too big. They're too big and they suck. They're not good. The hinges in them are terrible. They're not good at all. Especially like the middle. This hinge here is butts. I don't know what's up with that, but I appreciate it from an aesthetic standpoint, but from a stability and functionality standpoint, nope. No, sir, I don't like it. But that is the Jersey Devil in a nutshell. That said, before we move on to some comparisons, it's a little bit of a teaser. I might have a bit of a Halloween treat going up for you guys a little later today, around noonish. So stay tuned for that. I mean, it could be a treat, or maybe it's a trick. You know, it is Halloween anyways. But with that being said, I think it is time now that we move right along and take a look at some size comparisons. First up, here is good old JD, aka the Jersey Devil, alongside not a couple other Figura Obscura offerings for the spooky season, but a couple of figures from the fine folks over at Horsemen Studios that we will be taking a look-see at here on the channel over the next couple of days. We have the Legacies of Mythos, Urzok version 2, and Otho version 2. Thank God they finally got this guy back out there. Don't have to hear about it anymore. But yes, Sunday and Monday coming up, we'll be taking a look-see at both of these guys. Whereas tomorrow, stay tuned because I got a review of the Ninian Infantry going up. I know it's a little late, but as the saying goes, better late than never. But as you can see, the Jersey Devil, despite the fact that I do have him kind of haunched and posed as a cloven hoof character should be posed, he's still a little bit taller than these two, and might I add, still very stable, despite the fact that, well, he's got the wings pointing up there. His tail's not doing a whole heck of a lot to give him a tripod to stand on. So getting these two out of here, I'm going to want to pull him forward so I don't knock him over. So we can make way for our two regulars. The Mythic Legion's brother Mandibilith. Who's hopefully gonna cooperate with us. Yes, there we go. Right there. And the infamous 11 Spawn, who's probably not towering over everyone today. For a little bit. Whoop. Yeah, he's not towering over everyone today. No sirree. Jersey Devil is a little bit taller in this stance, but we all know if I straighten him out, he's going to be way taller than good old Al Simmons here. So, with that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and I have to say, considering the fact that this figure had a lot going against him as far as stability goes, I'm going to have to admit that he is pretty freaking stable, even with the tail, the wings, the slightly larger than average head. He's pretty stable. And that's awesome to see, because that gives me hopes for other figures that fine folks over at Horsemen Studios are going to give us that will be utilizing these particular legs in the future. The Null the Cackler figure from the Reign of the Beasts wave in particular, because, well, that's a good base body for a smaller werewolf. I know we got the bigger one coming from the Einsamal wave, but it'd be nice to get some smaller ones, right? Right? But for now, we have good old JD, the Jersey Devil, to keep us company, and keep us company he will, because I'm willing to bet that this is going to make it on my top 13 action figures of 2025. And for those of you wondering, what about 2024? Don't worry. We're working on that. Don't you worry your pretty little head. We got you covered there. Is it going to be late? Sure, but so is everything on this channel, so sue me. So that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later.